Get excited!
Get pumped!
Oh, first off, congratulations, Tyler, defending that first title. Always. And Linda,
Defend it.
always glad to have Linda Laird in the chat. Always good. Pun.
Yes.
I gotta say, welcome. I'm so excited right now. This is like over a year and a half in the making. The show is finally here.
It's here.
We're talking about music.
Yes. One of the greatest loves of my life.
Music. Lifeblood.
Yes.
My lifeblood.
Yes.
If you know this network and you know us, you know we are passionate about a lot of things. But one of the things that me and Pun realized very early on in meeting each other is that we have a deep passion for music.
A love that transcends and spans galaxies.
I will just go out and say that if it weren't for music, I would not be alive right now.
Amen.
That's the only way to put it. It's the only way to put it.
Well, but you're right, and I understand. 100% understand.
There's no other way to put it other than the fact that I would not be here without music. It is my safe place. I am severely ADHD. It is one of the things that levels me and keeps me calm, keeps me centered.
Yes. I have a song for any and everything that I encounter in my life. And I usually am listening to at least half the day. I have my headphones in, listening to the same songs over and over again, but hey, it works. But yes, everyone, thank you. This is our premiere episode of Drop the Mic. We love having you guys here. This is very exciting for us. And welcome. Please share, like, and all that good stuff. And hey, check out our sponsor, you guys. Those energy drinks look killer.
So that is Rage and Rep Sports. You can check them out. 15% off using the code GGN10 of your entire purchase. Check out their limited edition strawberry lemonade. Dirty Dan on After Dark made a good point last night. That sounds damn good with some vodka.
Yes, it really does.
So
great use up in that.
We are going to talk about a lot tonight. We're going to talk about new releases. We're going to talk about the music that made us, and we're going to get into that in a little bit. But first, we're going to hit it off right away with the Artist of the Week. I tried to drop this on Pun right before the show, so I'm going to drop it on it right now. Who'd you pick?
I picked Liliac. I don't know if anybody's really familiar with them yet. They are a sibling band. It's 3 brothers and 2 sisters, and they have actually dropped their first album, and I'm not actually sure when that was. I know they've been around for a little bit, but they've started making more, like I've seen them more on Facebook, and I have to say the lead singer's voice, Melody, she's incredible. She was born to sing rock and roll, and all of them together, every cover they do, every original they do, I am just into this band right now. They are great. Liliac. You need to check them out. They're so awesome.
So mine for this week, I actually discovered this one. I'm going to admit a little bit of shamefulness here. I'm addicted to TikTok, so I spend a lot on TikTok.
Who isn't nowadays?
I found this girl who was on there, and she's like, "Babe, I wrote a song." So the song plays, and the hook goes off, and the artist's name is Desi. The song is Chaos Mode, and it is basically, if you're an Aries, this is your theme song. I swear to God, that's how she sold it on TikTok, and it's true. But let me just give you one line. One line says, "I'm making daddies out of dads. I'm not a baddie, I'm just bad." I was blown away. Her lyrics were amazing. It's one of my true loves as far as music, and that is electronic. Electronic just has a special place in my heart. It's one of those musics that I feel like anybody and everybody can find something in electronic that they just love.
Yes. Absolutely. I have a few in my arsenal of music that I really like. Okay, and this is TikTok, right? I'm taking notes.
To our well, you can find it on Spotify. So it's on
Spotify.
Spotify.
Cool.
Desi, Chaos Mode. Definitely check that out. It is an amazing song.
Did you say Desi or Dizzy? Because I cannot understand you, Josh.
Desi,
Hello,
D-E-Z-I.
everyone.
Well, and actually, I was going to say
D-E-Z-I.
to our producer Kay, I'm sorry. I just saw this in the private chat.
I know, you're
literally
fine.
just
I
saw
realize I've been trying to get into the habit of having like more visual stuff too, just because, well, this is a good reason, right? I was like, what'd you say? So again, hello everyone. My hair, listen, I promise, I just took a shower and you know how it goes. All right, so goodbye. I will be back later. Wait, band. I think I've said this one before, but I'm going to say it again. Held Machine. Yes.
Oh.
Started as a Rammstein cover band, then they did their own stuff, and they're awesome. Goodbye.
She's right, though. Oh my gosh, those guys kick ass. They do.
So those are our artists of the week. We're going to do this every week. We're going to try and give you someone that we think you probably haven't heard of, probably haven't listened to. Go and discover some great new music. I tell you, one of the things as we get into our main topic here, we're going to talk about like our passion of music, what created what I call your music birth is around 12 to 14.
Yes.
This is the time when you start discovering your own music and kind of stop listening to what mom and dad have been showing you and discover what you like. And the reason I want to discuss about this is because I don't know for everybody, but for me, that is still home base. The music that I was listening to in my teenage years, high school time, is still the music that defines me. We're going to talk about that more. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back to discuss this in full detail. If you will, baby. That's all I have to say there. First off, again, that was Ray's Energy Drink Rep Sports. Check them out. Support them. Support us. GGN10. 15% off your entire order. Second, Pinfall Podcast. If you haven't caught our last two episodes, we've done some great interviews with the leader of the Hey Nation, Chase Matthews. We've done a great interview with the certified Luke Curtis. This week it'll be just me and Will talking all things wrestling, talking about probably something like the greatest tag team, something like that. I'm not exactly sure. Make sure you check that out. And then that was also, I think that was Geek Gauntlet Saturdays. That is Twitch only. Mr. Morgan's Twitch is now affiliated. So support us by supporting him. Go watch that on Twitch, and then it will be re-airing on Tuesday mornings right on all Pinfall networks. Did I hit everything? I think I hit everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe so.
All right. So now we're going a little faster than I thought we would. So I'm going to slow things down a bit. I don't have a video for this yet, but we're going to steal a little thing from a really good podcast, and we're going to play a really fast game. We're going to do this differently.
Here we
Band
go.
and artist only.
Okay, bands and artists only.
Bands and artists only.
Okay.
All right. So
I kind of felt like this was coming, so I did a little bit of preparation, but I'm not sure how prepped I really am. Let's do this. I'm ready.
Well, since we have someone here, I'm gonna bring Kay in to be our timer.
I would lose so.
Speaking of, see now, I'm what words? Hunching over my mic weird. I've got a new setup, guys. As you can see, my background's
like
very
the new
pretty.
setup.
I do. I like it.
I've got a light that I got from a friend that's on the other side. I had to have it on the other side of the camera. So had to work this piece of hair. I'm gonna cut it off. That's what it is. I'm gonna enlist karma to help. Okay, so timer.
You're gorgeous.
Timer.
Bands and artists only.
All right. So just in case you haven't seen this on a really good podcast with me and Kay, the way it works is if someone in the chat would give us a band or artist to start off with, I'm going to be nice and let Pun start because it gives you an advantage in the beginning. And so...
yeah. And that was just moving the furniture because you know what I would do? I would move some and I'd say, and I'd stare at it for like 20 minutes and then I'd move some more and I'd stare at it. I'm still unhappy, but
can confirm.
It's
Can confirm she does this when she's rearranging furniture.
Thank you. Listen, do what you got to do. All right, guys. I have 1 second.
Or an artist in the chat, so we could.
Somebody.
1 second. 1 minute.
Somebody drop an artist or a band in the chat, please. Get us rolling.
You guys have to play this all in 1 second.
Oh God.
Who needs a minute?
I'm that fast. Listen.
I mean, technically, the last band that was mentioned was Tyler typing out Hell Machine, so you guys could go with that. Oh, he said Rammstein. Close enough.
Okay,
same thing,
so
right.
And
get you a good one.
How? Hold on. Yeah, let me think. Gotcha.
God, I can't. I'm gonna be so impressed with you guys. All right, are you ready, Freddie?
I'm ready.
All right, and go.
Nickelback.
God, that was where I was going with that one.
Why am I so dumb?
Kids in the Hall.
So Liliac.
Oh.
Was that
oh my God. Oh my God. I know one and it's not coming to me. Son of a bitch. This dude is gonna be so mad at me. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
There you go.
Not what I was thinking of, but it works.
Another
okay. Another L. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Linkin Park.
Oh.
Whoa, sorry.
Another K.
Hey.
Son of a bitch. Kill Switch Engage.
Kill Switch Engage.
E. Time's up. Time is up. He got it. He got it. That's a rough one. What, in retrospect, let's see. What is an E?
Evanescence.
Oh God.
Which would have tossed me another
thinking,
E, which would have been twice as hard. So
I was thinking
even
Creed.
though I would have probably went Everclear for the next D. So.
Oh. Why did I? Oh God, it's right. I would be so bad at this. No, I guess not. Plus one Josh. See, that's going the other way. Plus one Josh.
Yeah.
We do need to have an official scorecard somewhere.
We talk about this. Like every game needs to be tracked, so I can just start racking up ticks.
I
can really say how good I am at this game.
I see. Okay. All right. So round 2, right?
Round 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So winner, I guess, starts us off. Give us another band, their artist.
Oh,
Elton John.
Okay.
All right. Well, okay. So it would be what, the N on the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm ready to go when you are, Kay.
All righty, and go.
Never Shot Never.
R. Rage Against the Machine.
Another N. Damn it.
E, right? Does machine end in E? right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe-
you're right.
okay,
You're right. Everclear.
Rolling Stones.
Oh, she was ready. S.
Evanescence.
No, S.
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 Oh, S. Slightly Stupid.
Slightly Stupid.
You were
D.
ready.
Disturbed.
Oh God. Back on D again. I think I could spell. This is harder than I think whenever I'm trying to spell. 20 seconds.
Shit.
Oh, I have one. This hurts because I actually have one whenever you guys are stumped. That
I've got
sucks.
one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And no, timer's going off. I'm sorry. If you literally had been like 0.2 seconds
What did you
faster, I
say?
would have given it to you. What did you say?
Leopard.
Oh, I was
nice.
thinking dope.
I had Drowning Pool.
Wow.
Oh, see, that was who
We
I
were
was
all
trying
over
to
the
come up
place.
with was Drowning Pool.
Just go to the straight 4-letter word so quick. That's why it's for late time, right? Because none of us can watch our dirty mouths. Okay, so
You
this
watch
is the
Dirty Words,
tiebreaker.
Go watch After Dark. They get
God.
filthy on After
They
Dark.
have longer than 4-letter words on there. They have graduated words. Okay. Final round. Pun, you'll start. So give us that band. Audience chats.
We're wait.
If no one comes up with what K, you could toss one out.
Ghost. T.
Who's going first? Me or Josh?
You won, right? So it'd be you.
Okay. Let me
right.
think. Okay.
And go.
21 Pilots.
Ooh, nice one.
Sturgill Simpson.
N. Niall Horan.
Is that another N? I don't
He's an
know.
artist. Yeah.
Okay, N.
Oh, bitch. We've had so many N's. I'm running
I
out of
actually
N's.
have one again. What is wrong with my brain? 25 seconds.
I don't mean to keep
Nipsey
saying
Hussle. Boom.
Hustle. Okay. E.
8
I'm
seconds.
drawing a complete blank.
This has not been used. I'm giving you a hint.
Elton John.
2.
Thank you. I was going to
One.
say it, but I'm like, has it been used again?
Okay, it's off. Yeah.
It's
So
okay.
I don't
Let's
know.
not count that one. I don't want to count that one.
Yeah, but that I
Fair
guess it
square,
was kind of
Josh, let's
handed.
count
There
that
you
one.
go. There you go,
Yeah.
Josh. It's that ADHD brain right there in action and all of its glory. What was I thinking? Nelly. That's who I was thinking for N.
That's another good one.
Yeah.
I don't even listen.
My brain, like, when I struggle like that, it always goes to the most, like, obscure. I don't listen to Nipsey Hussle that option. It just popped in there.
There you go. Hey, well, I guess
That's
you
why
get
I'm
all
like,
the obscure ones out of the way first, right?
yo.
It's like
Like
saving
I
the
was
best ones.
preparing, I was preparing for this game like hours in advance. Like if we play this game, I need to be thinking of A, B, C, and like for A, the first one I had was Amon Amarth. I don't even listen to them. I saw their name one time and it just stuck. Like
Oh, I think I do.
Oh,
Wait.
I
I've seen the
use
name.
Never Shot Never. I haven't listened to Never Shot. I listened to it a couple of times this year because it got brought up on a TikTok. But that was like when I was in my early 20s.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Gosh.
9 Inch Nails. Why would I leave them
Oh.
out? I am
I know, I'm
terrible.
not even-
Night Ranger.
Okay, so
Bastards.
one
Oh, Mom
day-
put 9 Inch Nails. I didn't even see that comment.
so you
I've
know what
said
makes
this
me really
before, I
mad?
feel like on our show 2K. One of these days, we're gonna have Linda come on and guest host because she always kills at this game in the chat.
Right?
on
She,
You need
it's
to have her
absurd.
on here.
movies and now on music.
Yeah, we
I
need
am
to start
so
doing
mad.
a game show for everyone. I will totally host a game show. I'm throwing
Do
that
it.
out here right now. I think that's secretly a passion of mine that I would
It
love
is.
to do is give out
It is.
points to people because they just don't matter.
Hey, they curse. First, I just found my E-band and I'm so mad. Electricity, as in Cosmic Castaway, as in how did I not?
That's a band that's off of Titan AE. I don't know if you've seen that movie, Josh. Did you ever watch that? The animated one?
Ooh.
Oh, I wonder if Sarah's seen that one. That's a really good one. That's got, was it Matt
Fantastic.
Damon, right?
Yes, Andrew Barrymore.
Andrew Barrymore, yeah.
Bill Pullman is in it
Yeah,
too,
I
and
think
Nathan
so.
Lane and a bunch of
Lots
people.
of people. It's really good. It's a sci-fi. It's so good. It's so
an
good. And
animated sci-fi.
they've got a killer soundtrack too. Oh,
They really
God,
do.
now I'm gonna sit down and watch that movie. Okay, but I guess I can leave now that my duty is done. Correct? As
Thank you.
Josh is this week's champion.
Yes, I'm coming back for that. I'm coming next week. Next 2 weeks, I'm coming for that title.
We'll see about that. On that note, though, I think it is time to talk about new releases.
I need to have my notebook ready. Something ready.
I love that you're on this show and you listen and write down everything I say so you can go on it and look at it later.
Well, the new releases. Who knows if I know this or not? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Is it something I might want to listen to? Okay, yeah.
So on this, I've kind of taken Kay's way she does it on our show because there's just way too many to list all of them. And I'm going to list ones that stick out to me, and then this site has a few highlighted. I will mention them for other people. First one I see, I am going to mention the 13th and August 20th since we only air every 2 weeks. I will list the next 2 weeks every week. So this week, the top ones I see, The Killers have a new album coming out, Pressure Machine.
Nice.
I will definitely check that out. We're going to talk about The Killers here in a little bit because that was one of those bands that shaped me. Willie Nile, I again have not heard this name, but it is another one on the list. Day the Earth Stood Still, and then Jungle, Loving in Stereo.
Gotcha.
So for the 20th, the only one that stick out to me. Oh, 3. What the fuck? David Duchovny? David Duchovny?
I like the David Duchovny.
I don't know what it says. David. Hang on. We're gonna pull this up.
We're gonna Google. Yeah, let's Google this.
It is him.
Seriously. All right, hit me. What is it?
He has an album coming out. It is called David Duchovny, and it is, where is it? Jesterland. Oh,
Jesterland.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That man can sing? What?
I know. Like, my brain is fucking blown right now. I have to listen to it. Have to.
I don't know. What was it? What is it that I was watching him? Oh. I can't think of the show now. I was watching that he actually played the bad guy. I love him as the bad guy. He's so good as the bad guy.
I don't think I've ever seen him as a bad guy.
Whoa, he's like the bad guy that you just despise because he's just so. Oh, it's the new Law and Order. The new Law and Order that they brought back. What's his name? Christopher Maloney. He's the bad guy.
Oh, okay, cool.
So next one from the 20th, Sturgill Simpson, The Ballad of Dude and Janita. If you have not checked out Sturgill Simpson, this man is what country music needs to become. Forget about bro country. Go check out some Sturgill.
I have heard from several people that I need to listen to him, and I don't think I have yet.
My brother introduced me to Sturgill. He's weird. He's trippy. You would love him. He's really into anime. A lot of his videos, he does anime full-length videos for. So you need to check out Sturgill. Sturgill he's good country.
Awesome. I will totally do that. Heck yeah.
What else I see in here? The week we come back, the 27th, Halsey's got a new album coming out.
Oh, I love Halsey.
So we have to talk about it a little bit here. It's been out for a few weeks, but have you checked out the new Billie Eilish album?
No, but I actually was scrolling through Billboard Music today and seeing where she's come up again in like the top, what is it, 100 songs? I think she's been top chart again with that. And I hate to say it, I have not gotten into Billie Eilish very hard, but I feel like I should probably give her another chance.
Her voice is amazing. Like she's
It is.
super, super talented.
I just don't know if her style doesn't necessarily like ring with me like other ones do, but I will say her talent for words as a wordsmith and as a singer is amazing.
The title or the highlighted track so far from this new album, I think Therefore I Am. I didn't hit me right away, and I heard it the other day when I was having a bad day, and I gotta say, it got me. It fucking got me. You just know sometimes music doesn't always hit you the first time the right way. But you write in the right mood and the right song comes on, it can change your opinion of that song absolutely forever.
In a second.
So that's my new releases of the week. We're actually going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to come back and talk about our topic of the night, and that is our musical influences. What got us into music, what we grew up listening to, what made us the musical weirdos we are today.
Yeah, bud.
Again, that is the Rage Energy Drink, our first official sponsor here at Pinball Streams. 15% off. You use the code GNN10 at checkout. Your whole purchase. Help them, help us. Greatly appreciated. That is also a really good podcast. You can catch that next Tuesday. This face will not be there. You can catch this face. Right. No. With that face. On Tuesday, talking about all things movies, all things TV. I will be in Louisiana and probably unable. Hey,
buddy.
And then that show right there with that man right there, Mr. Gladstone, Mr. Seven himself. Thursdays, First Gen Dads with him and Will, talking about all things dad jokes, dad culture. Some kind of dad topic. I think this week they're going to have a pretty cool interview. So make sure you check that out. And then I think the other one was also your show, Sports Report After Dark. You can catch that on Monday evenings after Sports Report with Seven and Dirty Dan, where they talk about the human side of sports and all things on that. It's a great show if you haven't checked it out. That is exclusively the only pinfall platforms. There we go. There's the word I was looking for.
You got this.
All right. So it is time, fun, to talk about when we decided to do this show. I knew I wanted to kick it off and talk about one of my favorite topics is the birth of your musical taste, because I feel like even as you grow up and it expands, and like if you're a person like I think you and me are that listens to literally everything,
Hey.
everything, you still find yourself when you're in a certain mood and you just don't feel like listening to new stuff and you just don't feel like searching for things that you're wanting to listen to. I still find myself, and I gotta say, I didn't realize it until I was much older, but I gotta say, find myself listening to a lot of pop punk. Oh, I did not realize how emo I was until I was in my 20s.
Blink 182, the Killers.
Hawthorne Heights.
Yo, Linkin Park. None of them have left.
Well, I was talking about this with Seven last night. Meteora was my first album that was given to me that had an little explicit label on there. Yeah. I wore that fucking album out. Linkin Park to me was freaking air when it came out. That and System of a Down were the two bands.
Yes.
Those were the two bands. Like before that, it was a lot of Christian in my house. My dad introduced me to a lot of classic rock, a lot of like doo-wop, stuff like that. But man, when I discovered Linkin Park and System of a fucking Down,
it was on.
My world changed. So what were you listening to? What was the first things you discovered when you stopped listening to what parents were showing you, Pun?
Well, so here's the funny part behind that. So I actually predominantly was a country kid. Like I listened to a lot of country music, but I also had a lot of influence from the Eagles and Dr. Hook and Mom tried to get me into, because she's the OG metalhead, she tried to get me into classic rock. She couldn't figure out why I kept going to country. Well, luckily, when I hit the age of maybe late bloomer, 16, I actually got into Guitar Hero 3. It was the first time I'd ever played Guitar Hero. And I was like, hey, I know some of these songs, a few of these songs, they're okay. When I got to Stricken by Disturbed, that song changed my life from the first second that I heard it. Not only was it the only song that I could play on Guitar Hero 3, but it's still my favorite Disturbed song to this day. And they are still my favorite band. Here we are 12, 13 years later. And from them, I listened to everything that they had. And that's the band that really got me through some rough stuff. I went through a few years there. They were my saving grace. They are what pulled me out.
So that was going to be my next question. Mine was Eminem. Eminem literally saved my life because he was a white kid who never fit in, who was different. And like, if it hadn't been for Eminem, and it goes to more like, few years ago, I got to see him at ACL 50 feet away from the stage. Music bucket lists. It's the concerts you want to see before you die. That was number one on the list. There is no one other than that for me. Eminem he's music royalty in my head. There is no one that surpasses him. People talk now as a new album aren't as good. I love his new shit. I love it. To me, the worst album he ever put out was Relapse, and it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't bad.
You could tell he was in a weird place.
Yeah.
If it weren't for that man, I would not be on this earth. There is no doubt in my mind. I want my next. So Tyler answered this, and I'm going to ask it. Your three, I'm going to actually give you 5. Your top 5 from high school.
Top 5 from high school? Okay. Disturbed, Maroon 5, Pink, Poets of the Fall, and Avenged Sevenfold.
Yeah, that's a good list. So I saw Avenged twice. They opened up for System of a Down. I saw them twice. I've seen System of a Down in concert 3 fucking times.
Nice.
So mine would be System of a Down, Eminem, Linkin Park, Led Zeppelin, that one is from my father, and like they were always played in my house. And Blink 182.
Solid. Solid. That's awesome.
Talk about, and I was going to pull this up because Mr. Gladstone said this a minute ago. How did we not like Dashboard Confessional? I'm sorry, but we were all weepy teens, just with our own drama.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, they made that music that just made you feel all your feelings.
I think I've heard some of their stuff. I'm gonna have to go back and double check because it's not like I recognize the name, but it's not like ringing 100% of a bell. So I'm gonna have to go check. I'm not sure. I may have been doing Avril Lavigne at that time. I forgot about Avril Lavigne.
Limp Bizkit, man, fucking Limp Bizkit. I saw a picture of Fred Durst recently, and he looks. I'm trying to think. He looks like Sam Wrigley from fucking shit. Now the name of the show is not going to come to me. From The Rant with Ashton Kutcher. He looks like that dude.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I guess.
So this music to me, like I was saying, it's just your music goes like I got really into hip hop. I love R&B. This is the time frame where I discovered R&B, and R&B to me is like musical gold. There is no better music than that because I feel like it is one of the purest, most you have to be talented to sing R&B. It exposes all your flaws, and I'll never forget when I discovered Brian McKnight. And one, you like a dream. I can't sing. I'm not going to do it. But Casey and JoJo. Oh, you play some Casey and JoJo. I'm getting on the dance floor. I'm gone. But this music to me, it's so much of ingrained of who I am. It's the albums I'm always looking for. It's when I'm having a bad day, let's go put on some 2000s something or other. 2000s hip hop, 2000s pop punk. It don't usually matter.
Just throw it on there. Okay, I have a question for you. What would you say is like your defining song? Like what's one song you listen to every single day almost without fail? Can you name one song?
Oh, it would probably be System of a Down, Chop Suey. So
Nice.
My friend's mom took us to school up until like junior high most of the time, and we would blast System of a Down. And actually, this will lead into that's one of my few, like the self-titled, self-named track. Their first track was one of my first and few listen all the way through. I've listened to every song on that album. There's not a bad song on that fucking album. And so jamming that with my friend and my brother every morning, rocking our asses off on our way to school. And then Hey Mr. Jack, which goes back to my brother. That was his wrestling name when we used to like backyard wrestle and shit. Like the System of a Down is so ingrained in my childhood, and like I said, it was one of the first musics I ever listened to that had cussing in it, and like it was introduced me by that same friend, my best friend, and I will never forget the concerts I went to from them. And as far as like Eminem saved my life, but System of a Down like brought me out of the cave as far as music.
That's awesome.
Awesome. What about you? Same question.
So my song that I listen to every day and have for the last. Okay, so we were talking about that movie Titan AE, where the song, the band Electricity sang the song Cosmic Castaway. That has been my daily song, maybe my life anthem for the last. God, that movie came out in like 2000, I think. So yeah, it's been about that. I listen to it at least once a day, and the song just fits me. and it always has. There's that one that just kind of fits. I never get tired of hearing it. It never doesn't pump me up. It never doesn't hit that spot that I needed to hit when I needed to hit it. So that would be like the song. When it comes to like just the band, it would still be Disturbed. I did get to see them in concert actually. And I will say Draymond sounded a little rough that night. They said that he had apparently like a cold, but God bless him. He came out and sang anyway. And it was the most magical night of my life. They played every song, but Down with the Sickness, right? All the lights were closed down. We're like, oh no, that's not it, right? And then they're like, are you guys ready to get fucked up? And all of a sudden you hear in the dark, dun, 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 and every person was clapping. Every foot was stomping on the floor. The whole Coliseum was shaking with that rhythm to Down with the Sickness. And I will never forget that moment. It's the ultimate high that I will never have again. And it was absolutely fantastic.
I know. I fully understand that because I can look back and feel that exact feeling when I think of the Eminem show. Like it was me and like probably a couple thousand people in an ACL field. And I was not 50 feet from that stage. And there were times you could have not told me he wasn't singing directly to me. Because I was just like, I was so enthralled. Like that whole time, I don't think my eyes came off the stage. Like music can bring us a feeling, like it brings us a feeling when we first listen to it. But then when you get to experience that artist live, one of the people I always bring up is people can talk shit on them all they want, but Nickelback to me, again, is childhood. I had the chance to see them in concert when I was like 16 years old, and I tell you, you can shit on them all they want, but Nickelback puts on an old school rock show. I'm talking metal, flames, just like what you'd expect from a rock show.
I have never heard a Nickelback song that I didn't like. I really like Nickelback. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Right here, right now, we say, stop hating on Nickelback.
Stop it. Stop it.
Nickelback is great. They don't put out a bad album. Don't put out a bad song. You can shit on them. I've seen that exact fucking lineup.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've seen that was the lineup at the show I saw in Houston.
That's great.
Papa Roach, Hinder. Another one I will say puts on an amazing show is Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. They put on a great show. I've seen Fall Out Boy, front row. Also, quick little Fall Out Boy story, and we were watching it.
Fall Out Boy is my shit.
Again, this was a festival, and I don't know who set up the side stage, but they put a light post right in the middle of the side stage, like one of those portable ones. And I saw this, and I was like, someone's going to end up climbing that bitch. Well, the lead guitarist from Fall Out Boy does all the talking. The singer does not talk. He dared someone to climb that fucking light pole, and they got arrested, and they bailed him the fuck out of jail.
Yeah, they did. That is great. I did want to mention, because Kirsty brought it up, she said that with the concert we went to see Disturbed, Korn was right after. And he says that Korn was better than Disturbed. And listen, I will always love Disturbed, and it was a magical experience, but I am going to have to admit that Korn actually did put on a better show. And
okay, so I'm just going to have to nosy my way in here. Okay, in Pun's defense, we found out later that David Draymond had some kind of head cold going on, so he wasn't singing that well anyway. But I want to say, starting off, Disturbed, y'all be ashamed of yourselves. Your set was your fucking album covers. Are you kidding me? That was your set. Just pictures of album covers. Meanwhile, Korn had this cool ass like laser light show, and like he comes out there in his little Adidas tracksuit, and he's got that fucking cool ass microphone that was designed by the guy who made the xenomorphs on Alien.
Okay, fair point on all of that. However, don't you dare ever diss Disturbed's album covers.
I know, I'm not saying, it's just, why couldn't you have thought anything to do anything other than just be like, hey guys, I know.
Well,
because you're supposed to be a fan, right? Like you're supposed to know the album covers.
Yeah, but they're cool. I like their album covers. Not to mention, hey, when they did the animal,
They could have done
with the
lights
black
with it.
and the eyeballs.
Okay,
it
well,
looks
yeah.
good.
Oh, I
Though.
love that song.
The one in response to the when you were talking about Disturbed doing the one thing, the one when they did the y'all want a single, say fuck that, right? Okay, so and them screaming that because he would say it and then he would stop singing and just let the whole audience. So of course everybody's like belting out as loud as they absolutely can. That was that's therapy right there. That's a good show. Solid. Corn. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I hit my mic. If anybody heard that, I apologize. But I was gonna say Corn is awesome. Except I will say that with the new guitars, I mean, I'm not gonna say y'all suck entirely, but I don't really listen to anything past a certain year. I want to say their newest album's not horrible. It's got the guy that they got now kind of reminds me of the one. He does stuff. Bagpipes is all Corn needed to be cool. I love how he has like an oxygen mask and tank right there, right? Because of course he's like expelling all of his air using that fucking bagpipe. So after he was done doing it, he runs over and breathes in the oxygen tank and gets ready to go singing again. I was like, yes. Why is he so cool?
I want to say I loved their album that they did with dubstep, like with Skrillex, and that was a hell of a good album. I really enjoyed it.
I liked, of course, Narcissistic Cannibal, mouthful, but that was about the only one that I particularly liked off of that.
Oh my God, what's the other one I was thinking of? Go ahead. Sorry.
In This Moment was at that concert too, by the way.
And Seven Dust.
Yeah, we didn't get to see them. We were outside getting tickets, but we heard In This Moment as we were buying the tickets. It was a horrible blizzard. Stuff was going on. Things happened. We got there though, for the people that mattered the most to us. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna run away again. Thank you everyone for listening to my rant, my TED Talk.
Change your name.
So I have two questions for you now. First, what was your first all the way through album?
My first all the way through album. Good question. Does this count? Like, are we counting like the defining age? Or are we talking like early on, like the very first album ever, or does it matter?
Defining age, album that meant something to you. It's probably going to be Disturbed.
You would be correct, and I'm going to have to pick Indestructible. That was a hell of an album. Every song on it I love. I couldn't pick a favorite. I listened to it over and over and over again.
I'm just going to stay on the rest of the show. I don't even care. I can't. The reason why I can't handle Disturbed is because of this person right here.
I mean, I guess I could understand that, because if we were to have my brother on here, he would probably say he's not a huge Eminem fan because of me.
Yeah, like she used to be such. I mean, she still is a radio hog, and of course she's older, so she was driving before me, and at the time it was driver gets to be. Please, camera, what are you doing? Stop messing with me. It makes me so upset. But okay, but I used to hear those albums over and over. I mean, I didn't really have anything against them at first. I didn't think they were the best thing ever, but oh my God, I know those albums just about as good as she does. But I will say Indestructible itself is still a song that I enjoy. And Down with the Sickness. That was the first one I ever heard by them, and it will probably be the last one I'll hear by them. I enjoyed that one too much.
It's a good song.
See, I love them because they wrote a song and then heard Johnny Cash do it and was like, that song is no longer us. We were possessed and wrote that song not even knowing that it was written for Johnny Cash. Because I'm sorry, I'm listening to both versions. Disturbed is good. It's not a bad song in any way. But when Johnny does Hurt Myself, like...
You're talking about Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, you're right.
You're good.
You're good. Listen,
yeah.
That's all right. Right? Right area.
Yeah, Disturbed did the cover of Sounds of Silence.
They did.
Was a hell of
and
a
also,
cover.
I still haven't found what I'm looking for, which I forgot about that one existing.
Land of Confusion.
Well,
Land of
on my
that one.
On my fuck up, why don't we take our last commercial break?
On that time. But yeah, also, guys, I just want to say again, the Raise stuff, stop by and get that. It's 15% off of everything on the site, right? Doesn't just have to be that amazingly awesome
your
sounding
sports
new
stuff
strawberry
on there.
lemonade.
And it probably mixes very well with vodka.
Yes, to reiterate from earlier, definitely. So definitely check them out. I'm going to show that right next. But yeah, stick around. We'll be right back.
No one pulls up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's about to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go.
So that is Sports Report. You can catch that Mondays. Excuse me. With Will, Tony C, 7, Dirty Dan, talking all things sports. I may even pop in from time to time. You never know what can happen on the Sports Report. And then that's Double XP with Pun and K every Wednesday. 7 Central 8 Eastern, all things music, or my brain is gone. It's done. All things video games. You can even probably catch Tyler on there on occasion. So make sure you go check that out. It's a great show. And
he's supposed to be on there. I'm just going to clarify that. He is supposed to be our new co-host, but he has been having difficulties getting his computer set up. So if everyone just peer pressures him enough, he'll get off his ass and do it.
Peer pressure.
Because he's not going to have it ready for
You hear
tomorrow.
that, Tyler Bailey?
Peer pressure.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
I'm now going to bring it up every Tuesday that you're not on.
Yep. We need to do this hardcore.
So check that out. And then here's the tie-in. I need a pun.
Okay.
I need a pun.
I got you, man. You ready? Okay. What concert only costs 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm telling you right now, William Morgan is going to be mad that he missed that one. Oh, that was great. That was amazing. Boo on you, Mike Smith. You don't know a great pun when you hear it.
No, he's had to live with my puns for like the last 8 years or so. I have tortured that poor man. Like, he has every right to say boo. I grant that.
Oh, that was amazing. Oh.
Thank you.
And then on that note, I'm really excited for this next segment, our final segment before we get out of here, because it's different. It's time for Sound Explosion. There is no rhyme or reason to this. What I am saying is open your Spotify and tell us exactly what is the last thing played on your Spotify.
It's Apple Music, but it's Dagon 4 by Volbeat.
So I was listening to my Discovery Weekly on Spotify because I listen to it every week to discover new music. And it is E, literally just E by Matt Mason.
I'm writing this down. Gotcha.
He's probably a singer-songwriter because that's a lot of what I've been listening to lately. Then the other side of this. one song that you have just been listening to over and over and over again. Can't get it out your head.
Gosh, there's actually been two, but my first one I'm just going to throw out there, My Dark Disquiet by Poets of the Fall. That one has been like stuck on repeat for the last couple weeks, maybe longer.
I'll have to go check that out. I'm not an MGK fan.
I'm not either, but Misery
Personally,
Business.
to me, like anybody who wants to come for Eminem just needs to go away.
I hear that. But Misery Business, Paramore, honey.
Okay, we got to talk about this for a second. Have you heard the new cover of Misery Business? Like, that's the new hit. I don't know if it's this, because I don't think that's Machine Gun Kelly that I'm thinking of.
I don't think, probably not. It doesn't ring a bell.
So I'm going to have to find that and send it to you.
Cool.
So my earworm at the moment is Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish. Like I said,
I'm
I've
going to listen
listened
to this.
to singing that constantly. But another thing, I don't have a segment for this yet. It's coming, but another part of Sound Explosion. Josh loves a good cover. I love a great cover. I do. I am a nerd for a good cover. If you are a TikTok person, you know who Blue Eye Darkness is. She did a cover of Numb by Linkin Park, and it is a slow, like slow jam. And it is so pretty and so beautiful. If you love Numb, go check it out. Blue Eye Darkness. It's on Spotify. It's amazing.
Awesome. I'll check that out.
She is amazing. She's amazing.
If I were to do a cover pick, I would have to pick, we were talking about Liliac earlier. They do a cover of Holy Diver by Dio. Oh my God. That absolutely kicks. Great cover.
I love Holy Diver. That's one of my favorite songs.
They did a really good cover of it. Sorry, now we're both like reading here, like, wait, what's going on?
No, I was trying to fix her issue, but it looks like I don't have it. So can't fix the issue. So that's fine.
Jotting down the rest of these real quick.
Yeah, I don't have it to upload. Okay, so that's fine. So that I think does it for the first episode of Drop the Mic Podcast.
Woo!
Woo!
Listen, I've had a blast. This has been great. So glad we finally got this.
So 2 weeks from now, I say we dive into our first artist. We need to talk and see who we want to talk about, but I say we dive into an artist, the band, somebody, and just talk about them and why their music is great.
Let's do it. I agree.
So 2 weeks from now, check that out. A week from today, check out Kay and Pun on a really good podcast. Check out Double XP tomorrow with Kay, Pun, and Tyler, maybe.
Peer pressure.
This has been a blast. This has been awesome. Like, I have been literally fighting for this show for forever, and I'm so glad that we finally have gotten to do it. There will be much more to come, much more of these two amazing faces and all the music there is to talk about. And you never know, we might have a band or two on here shortly. You never know.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
Well, the thing is, if we get the actual band on here, we can play their music because then we have permission and nobody can say shit.
Cool. Hey.
So, if you know a band who wants to be on Drop the Mic Podcast,
bring them in.
And then check out everything we've got coming on Pinfall. We're really grateful for Rays for finally being our first sponsor. We got more things coming down the road. Maybe another watch party coming very shortly down the line. Check out Sports Report next week. Me and Will will be on the same screen in the same room. Holy shit.
Woo!
Guys, that's all I got. Pun, do you have anything else?
Actually, I think pretty much you covered everything except, yeah, guys, definitely please check out our sponsor. Big appreciation to them for us. You got to go get that code. Check it out. That strawberry lemonade looks absolutely killer. And
Double XP. Just throwing that
I
out there
mentioned
again.
it.
I know,
Well,
but
getting there.
I was gonna say because I had to switch over. That was the problem I had. Everyone, I'm just gonna throw myself under the bus, but it's green because it's double XP colors, and I was just gonna slide in there and just like subliminally, like that's what the color is.
I'm getting there. I seen the color change. I'm getting there.
So,
I'm
Mike-
sorry. I'm excited. Okay,
I know.
I will be you. My
Wait,
Mike Smith
love
has
you.
a good
Talking first.
idea for 2 weeks.
Oh, heck yeah.
So that's a good
NCR.
one. We might post a poll on the pinfall group page. So go check out that poll and put in a vote on who you want us to talk about in 2 weeks. All right, guys, thank y'all for joining us. We had a great time. We will see y'all in 2 weeks or any of the other shows you watch us on. Thank you for your time and have a good night.
Night, guys.